but I still sip tea and chant om and live free. Cause hardships and heartbreaks turn to rap epiphanies. And mom told me stay woke cause all gold ain't glistening. Choose your words wisely cause the all-knowing's listening. But no worries, I'm Gucci, my thighs are little juicy. My dialogue, little awkward, my idols still move me. My life is a movie like Raheem and Mookie. I'm just trying to do the right thing, hope that it improves me. My bamboo's accustomed to me, you'll be soon accustomed to me. This tomorrow I got royal hemoglobin coursing through me. And my strength is now inhuman, I get that straight from my Omi. Signed in silver, mouth the grill of yours and truly.
You better shine on them, baby, you a star. You better be exactly who you are forever. Cause they gon' try and change your heart, don't let up. Cause you're so damn fine just the way you better shine on them, baby, you a star. You better be exactly who you are forever. Cause they gon' try and change your heart, don't let up. Cause you're so damn fine just the way you are.
I ain't get here overnight. I was in that mirror like 4 or 5 times a week on my Mila Beach, reciting affirmations like holy rites. And I still don't know everything, but I guess confessions from 8x11s and studio sessions seem like it's only right. And trust me, this my therapy, fuck your couch. Finna murk all these Murphy types, funny styling me, shut your mouth. Touch me, I'm slaughtering crews, squads, goons, teams. The queen is coming to rule your region, coming for all of your asses, plus your house. I ain't always have it in me, no time is for pretending. I was 14 years old, forcing pills down my throat, so my baby fat diminished. Still got these scars from cutting my wrist when I thought the life was finished. Now they remind me what my lows look like, now I know the sky's the limit. Okay, never claim to be perfect, that's an impossible dream. I'm just saying that I'm worth it, that's the responsible thing. Spend half my life trying to find my life from outside sources, why the only voice that mattered came from me.
You better shine on them, baby, you a star. You better be exactly who you are forever. Cause they gon' try and change your heart, don't let up. Cause you're so damn fine just the way you better shine on them, baby, you a star. You better be exactly who you are forever. Cause they gon' try and change your heart, don't let up. Cause you're so damn fine just the way you
When
are.
Rock go in, she too aggressive. When I wake up, no makeup, half naked, I feel like I'm the shit. Pardon my language, but hang-ups do not define the kid. No, I'm not flawless, I'm scarred up and I'm fine with it. My body are the laundry list of all of life's unkindnesses, but I still sip tea and chant om and live free. Cause hardships and heartbreaks turn to rap epiphanies. And mom told me stay woke cause all gold ain't glistening. Choose your words wisely cause the all-knowing's listening. But no worries, I'm good.
You're listening to Power Plug Radio. Home of your throwback jams.
What's up, family?
What's good?
Welcome back to another episode.
Another one.
Right. It feels like it's been so long, but you guys, before we get into the tea, as always, shout out to Power Plug Radio. You guys, you always want to tune in, catch us live on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe and share. Okay.
Yes.
Make sure you follow us on social media handles, Instagram, Power Plug Radio. Make sure you download the app in the Apple Store or the Google Play, Power Plug Radio. You can go to powerplugradio.com and you can always call us in at, I don't know the number, but
let me tell you, you was actually going down the line so well. It's like,
really?
Yeah, you was memorizing that really well.
Wow, that's what's up. But y'all, anyways, welcome to another episode of Bits of Tea, where we share perspective shifts and concepts in support of living in wholeness. You know, you may laugh, you may cry, but most importantly, we hope you leave inspired.
Absolutely. Power Plug Radio, y'all already know what it is. Thank you once again for allowing us to be on this platform. We love you guys. We love the staff. Thank you. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it. So you guys, this week, the last couple of days has been so...
It's comical.
Taxing.
And taxing at the same time.
Real talk, taxing.
It's hard to even bring it up, isn't it?
It's hard to even talk. It's because I'm still moving through it. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like this is just the very next day. Like yesterday, you guys, I really had a moment. Like the last couple of days, I've been moving through some real dense energies and just some like, very heavy emotions. And I'm gonna give y'all a tea on that on this episode. You know,
yeah. What's that topic of it?
The topic is let's let go of struggling in silence, y'all.
Yes.
2022.
Yes.
Let's let go of that.
Yes.
Let's let go of that, okay? Because
be gone.
We've spent so many years, okay? We've spent so many years struggling in silence Okay, like literally not allowing ourselves to receive support in the ways that will bring us up out of the hole. You know what I'm saying? And so I really want to talk about this because I had a moment. I had these moments so many times. Like we all do.
I'm pretty sure everybody has too. It's that moment like, man,
does.
like I don't have nobody. I feel unsupported. Like,
yeah,
it's
all the above.
facts.
Like where the limiting thoughts like take place and then they just start to escalate and you create dialogue and you just like spiral your way down into a hole that, you know, it's super hard to dig yourself out of. And yes, you dig yourself out of it, but it just takes longer each time and it's draining and exhausting. So
self-sabotage was ruling the household.
Oh my God, self-sabotage.
She had a chokehold. She had a chokehold on you, seriously.
Oh. She had a chokehold on you too.
Yeah, I know.
Are we really about to dive? We got to dive in deep, and we got to start with you first because you was actually the catalyst for my evolution. You know, my contraction. So
it is so true when we had said about each other, we're catalysts for each other, for our change, and that's because we strive to be better every single day. Right. That's one thing.
Yeah, we commit to that.
Let me tell you about the boohoo crybaby, my crybaby self. Seriously, I'm calling myself out. I literally had a moment once again, and that's on that entrepreneurial roller coaster up and down, and I literally was just like, hands up, I'm throwing in the towel. And it was literally like I was just spiraling as well. It was like, I'm tired of this. There's nobody here to help me. Law of attraction. Forget that big bull crap. What are we doing? Like it was literally going down. And I was like, we're living a lie. Like I don't understand.
Right.
And it was just like, what the hell is wrong with me? What the hell is wrong with me?
And y'all, me call myself holding space for you.
She said she was holding space. She tried.
I attempted. Okay, I attempted. I really did because you was just not in the space to receive no pep talk. Like you literally was just shooting me down every time I was like, I gave you an encouraging word. You just found a way to bust the balloon. Like you just pop. Like no, you just already. Like, you know what? I told you. I was like, you know what? Allow yourself to be who you are.
Self-sabotage said round 3.
Two-piece your ass.
Two-piece me down. Yeah, it was nothing that was going to talk me out of it.
I'm telling you. So I just told you, you know what? Allow yourself to be where you are. Feel all the feels, but don't stay there.
And don't stay there.
You know, because sometimes you want to just feel what you feel. You just want to be, you know, agitated or you just want to be, you know, mad. And it's okay. Like, allow yourself to feel that way, but then move on. Like, you know, like push through.
Don't hold on to that stuff for even like hours or 2 hours or even a whole day. That's just stressful. You got people walking on eggshells, looking at you all crazy like, should I sneeze? Can I cough? Exactly. You know, that's just terrible because don't nobody know your mood. Like,
exactly.
No. Like, let it go.
Right. Let's dive deeper into like why you expressed, you know, the limiting beliefs that came and it came, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So, again, it's only been like, a few years, like 3 years that I've been out of the corporate world. Okay. Literally. So, when there always comes this point of squeeze and it's just like, you know, you're waiting on certain things, like, you know, you're waiting on funds, you're waiting on, you know, the answers and emails to certain things, and those, it's not coming through.
Right.
So conscious mind, what's in front of me, my 5 senses are like, the ship is going down. Like the Titanic hit the iceberg and the captain said, screw it, I'm going down with the ship. He said, I'm not escaping. So it went down fast.
Yeah.
So, and it's just because I'm practicing continually every single day to move through my old identity, like what I used to do, and just, you know, which is corporate. And corporate is so structured, but it's also, it's just so like systematic. Yeah. And it's like I needed some flow to that. You know, there's the masculinity and the feminine energy within that. So it's just like the logic brain is more masculine versus the, you know, the creative brain. So it's just basically like aligning the two together. But when you are operating in like the left, logic brain, it's so hard. Okay. It's so hard. It's so hard. Yeah, but it's definitely a practice every single day to continue the positivity and move forward and actually have that trust and believe in the universe that, and everything's going to be okay. Literally.
Yeah.
So, but
that's
yeah,
what it
that
is.
was what it was. It
So
literally
you
was
had your
me.
moment. In this moment, like she said, everybody has it. It's not even if you're just an entrepreneur. Like if you are like striving to be better every day and you're
that's
conscious and
it.
aware of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like you're consciously like making healthier decisions every day, like
Right.
at this point in your life, right? You're going to reach points of evolution because you're continually growing in all aspects of life. And so when you are that person, right, even in the midst of like your circle of influence, even if you're the only one, you probably feel like you're the only one.
Right.
But even in that, like, you are going to have experiences where you evolve and you grow, and like in the process of evolution is that darkness, that
Right.
contraction, like that, that fight, it's like, okay, I'm reaching a certain point that I've been before. It's familiar, right? But I don't want to do it this way no more. And you have the awareness of other ways you can do it. You just haven't done it.
Right.
And so you get to this point of evolution, but before you experience the bliss and the like, oh my God, like, wow, it's here.
Right.
You're going to experience a whole bunch of resistance, a whole bunch of like chaos, a whole bunch of like, BS, because it's just a part of the evolution process.
Yes, it is.
And that's what I want to bring to you guys with my story is that, I want to bring awareness to what it actually is that's going on in your process, because this is what it is. We like to label things. And when we label things, we give it power. We bring it to life and reality. And so it's just important to be aware of, what you are going through in this journey of like liberation and growth, So your moment actually, it triggered my moment.
It triggered your moment.
And the
well, you know
triggering-
what? Before you continue, I didn't know that you are actually like spiraling either.
Right. And I didn't know either. I didn't know.
And I think that's why it was like your strength was like, I'm going to literally hold space for you, because that's what you normally do, and
Right.
you're always that encourager. You're always that
I hold
one
space for a lot of people.
that
Thank you.
yes, you're always that one that holds space for so many people.
Right.
And the teacher also needs that encouragement and needs to know that support
Absolutely.
is there as well, because
Absolutely.
that was, I believe that's what it was. You wanted that validation, or not even wanted it. It's not
No.
even a validation
It
thing.
wasn't.
It was like
it wasn't about validation.
No.
So I'll just go
the
right into
reassurance.
Not even that.
No?
Not even that. Well, I'll say all of it. Let me not say that. I'll
Okay.
say all of it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Validation, reassurance,
Yeah.
acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying? Unconditional love, like support, just
Yes.
like a shoulder to cry on. It was just like a listening ear, like all of the above. In all the spaces that I'm able to show up for other people, I needed to be like, I was that person that needed, everybody else to show up for me.
Right.
That was just my experience. And you're absolutely right. So like what I went through was, so I wasn't even aware of the fact that I was spiraling down.
Right.
Until I was down. Like I knew when I was down.
I'm
but I
Muhammad
didn't-
Ali you though. That's what it was.
Yo,
So
you really
Chin
did. You did
check.
not allow me to. But so on Sunday, remember, we just unraveled more truth about
Yes.
like, just the past and the story and
Yes.
just like our current connections and just about self. And in those conversations that we had on Sunday, like my body went through something physical. Like that's where it really started. I just all of a sudden like felt the trapped emotion of disgust, and I had this just feeling in my stomach, and like I had this pressure in my head, and I was aware that it was energy, because it just came out of nowhere, and so I was moving through that. That was Sunday, and then Monday you had your moment, and the triggering word for me was, I feel like I'm living a lie.
That was what it was.
That was what moved me because of my own, shit that I'm still working through. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Excuse my language. But, and so, you had your moment, that word, you said it, the sentence, you said it, and then I started to act. So as you were in the room having your moment crying, I goes and I send out an email campaign. I start thinking about all the things that you're saying, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm creating dialogue. My limiting beliefs are kicking in, and I'm moving from a place of quote unquote, like, I don't have energy, right? Even though I am aware of what's going on, I'm aware of everything. I'm like, I know exactly what's going on. I know what it is. I have the faith. Like, I've been here before thousands of times.
Right.
Like, I'm good, but still was going down. So I was, as I'm moving, doing these actions, I'm like, on Facebook, okay, like attempting to make posts. I don't even be on Facebook. I'm attempting to make posts in these localized groups, you guys.
So real.
For exposure for our company, okay?
Right.
Because we are all about organic growth. We still do a lot of our own marketing, okay?
Yes.
Laugh if you want, but that's what it is. And so I'm in these damn Facebook groups, right? And I'm like, now the emotion of discouragement comes into play. She knocking on the door. Hey sis, I want to come in the party.
Right.
And she just come in.
Throwing the pity.
Because this is what I see.
Party.
Oh, I see declined
The pity.
posts.
Yeah.
Deleted posts. I'm like, God damn, like I thought these was localized groups. Like, what? Shorty can't get a word in? Like, why is my post being declined? And I'm looking at everybody else's post. I'm like, they not talking about shit in here. Like, what? I saw that I'm feeling even, it's bringing me down. So I'm like, I'm going down slowly. And you know, and then I'm like, I'm doing the email campaign and everything that I'm doing, I'm just, again, the dialogue is being created to where like self-sabotage is in the room and she's like talking and I'm listening to her and I'm like, believe in her, but I'm still putting on a strong suit, you know, I'm still like acting as if I'm okay. You know, I'm just
moving. A good job.
I'm just moving because you was having your moment. So it's like, okay. But eventually you came out of it. Like you was good, but then I was like going down. And then the next day, like I went to bed with tears. Like she didn't even know. I was just already like feeling all the feels. We had no idea. And I didn't even know. It just was happening so fast, you know, these feelings. And I just felt them. I just felt sad. I didn't necessarily have a reason for why I felt sad. I just felt sad. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I really felt down and discouraged. And, you know, I could very easily identify it as depression. I once did, you know, because I really did battle with that in silence, you know, just like I battled with panic attacks and, you know, anxiety attacks, all of it, you know. And then next thing I know, you know, I get a call from a family member in regards to my father's death. And that just,
this one was it. Yeah.
That catapulted me into the darkness.
Right.
Like the disgust, it just evolved throughout my body. I didn't have an appetite, stopped eating, wasn't drinking water, anything. All of this was in one day, and I just went down, literally went down. And so still putting on a mask, you know, just still like, you know, pushing through, but like struggling. Again, you didn't know. I didn't say anything because I just, you know, again, struggling in silence. Like, I'm gonna be all right. I even told myself when I went to bed.
Like, you're gonna be all right.
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna be good.
Not one,
you know,
just
tomorrow's
like,
gonna be a better day.
Yes.
Y'all, I wake up the next day. It's gloomy outside. It's already gray, cloudy, and cold. I said, okay, all right. My knees are getting weak. I'm like, oh, okay. Fuck it. I'm just, excuse my language, but like, hell, I'm going down. I'm going down. And I went down. I went all the way down. I just started crying. I went outside with my blanket.
Funny,
I wrapped myself up. And I just was ugly crying outside, and Jade comes in and she's like trying to put me in. What's wrong? I don't know what happened. And I'm like, I don't know. I can't help you. I'm having a mental breakdown. And it just goes on and on and on and on. And to the point where she literally, all jokes aside, had to ask like,
no, what came before it? No, because what came before that, it was like, you was like, I need help.
Oh, yeah.
You said, I need help. And it was like, I was like, okay, is there anything I can do? Nope. Oh, okay. And then it came to the point where I was like, okay, this was, it wasn't like literally a trigger. It was just my ability to like react because to your cry for help. It was like, well, do I need to call the people?
Right.
That's exactly what I said. Like, do I need to call the people? And you looked at me like, I dare you.
My soul looked at you, was like, call the people if you dare to. Because you know I'm having a moment right now.
So literally, that's what I did. But he was like,
you
no.
Called the people. You called the right people.
I did. I called and I did.
People.
I was about to say that. And I did call the people.
She did not allow me to. I mean, I was being mean. Like, I was like really attempting to like really be left alone. Like, I want to, let's leave me alone. You know, I don't know what's wrong. I just want to be sad. Like, I just want to cry it out. I don't understand what's going on. I can't help you. You know, I'm throwing her words back in her face. She's telling me, well, I'm moving forward. I'm not. And I'm like, what? I don't give a damn.
Said, I'm over it. I'm basically, today's a new day.
Right. I wasn't hearing that. I
don't care if you have a new day.
But y'all, I ignored all of my obligations. Like, I did not do homeschool. I did not do family time. I did not do anything.
Yeah, it was.
I did not do anything. Okay. Like, I was down. I was down. And in the past, when I've went through these experiences, y'all, I would not call anybody. Like, I may have called maybe one person or two, but they didn't even know to the extent what I was going through. I didn't tell anybody. I suffered in silence because, you know, just being independent and feeling like I couldn't receive support. You know what I'm saying? Not feeling worthy of it, and just not and feeling embarrassed and shame that I was actually going through this.
And I'm gonna say, like, if anybody like goes through that, like when you grow up and your parents are telling you like be independent, do your own thing, you make your own bread, you don't depend on nobody,
right?
When you have those conditionings on you,
oh my gosh, they create,
it's literally like I'm gonna do it by myself, and you're talking yourself into like, nah, I got it. Right. I'm okay. And then it turns into, I don't have nobody to help me. Like, why ain't nobody trying to help me?
Exactly.
Why don't I have any support?
Like, exactly.
It's a double-edged sword. It's like, it's like training. That's what I'm going to call it when you're younger. It's like you're programming or whatever to be a certain way.
Yeah, exactly.
And to respond in certain ways.
Yeah, exactly.
And then just because of that whole independence, don't ask nobody for nothing, you stand on your 2 feet, you miss the help. It's like the example, the parable. It's not even a parable. It's like an example of like when somebody's drowning and they're asking God for help. And then here come the dude in the boat, and he's like, "Nah, I'm waiting on God." And then I'm waiting, here come the cruise ship or whatever, and he's like, "I'm gonna throw that." He turned that down. Here come the helicopter, and then he turned that down, and because he's waiting on God, he ended up drowning. And he's like, "Well, there was 3 opportunities for you to to get support, have support, and you decided, still
you saw it one way.
You saw it one way."
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
Yeah.
And in my case, like, I can relate to that because I wasn't open to receiving no type of support when I went through these moments. I wasn't even aware of what these moments were. But now that I'm in this place and I've gotten the help and I'm doing the work, I'm able to observe. I was able to observe myself in the moment and see, like, I've had these times I've had them so many times. Like, they have happened. They always happen. Matter of fact, they always happen. What is this? And so I figured it out. Every time I am evolving in life, every time I'm embarking on something more expansive and bigger, right? More responsibility, more obligation, showing up in more places, I go through this period of just pure chaos. And this is just like, for me, it's just the identity shift. Like, I'm shifting into a different identity. I'm showing up in ways that I never showed up before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm creating new experiences that I've never had before. And so I always go through this period of like pure chaos because it's literally myself fighting myself, like old self fighting new self. And so it's like new self knows what to do. New self is like, yes, I'm ready for this. I've been working towards this.
Right.
And then old self is like, ego. It's like, no, we don't know what's going on. Like, this is not safe. Like, this is not what we used to doing. And so that's the battle that rises. And so in my moment, I was down and I let myself be down.
Right.
But my spirit also like set myself up for the layup. Because even though Jade was just asking me, how can I help? And I was telling her, I don't know how you can help. Yeah. I was still like subconsciously, like, I texted my therapist early in the morning, letting her know, like, I'm going through something right now, like a cry for help. And that, like, I don't know if I'm going to be sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to have the energy for our call today.
Right.
Like, that was me reaching out because I knew that, I wanted to cancel the appointment. I didn't want to necessarily talk to anybody, but I knew that I needed to. And so we're connected. So it's like my soul already knows that you're going to do what you need to do for me. And you did.
Even when I didn't know. Like, even when I didn't know. I was like, I don't even know what to do.
But you knew. So what she did was she called my sisters. All of them. I sure
did.
She called my biological sisters and all of my spiritual sisters.
I sure did.
She called all the people that she knew could hold space for me in that capacity at that moment. And so by her doing that, like, I received so much support. And before, I would ignore the call. I would say I'm busy. I would not face what I was going through. I would not acknowledge the fact that I am going through this. But this time it didn't give me a chance to even like deny it, and I received it. It was hard. It was ugly. It was just, and Kimora was there the whole time. She watched me not laying back. She watched me. She
so strong.
Rubbed me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she got me water and, you know what I'm saying? Brought me tissues and, she saw it all.
Support right there.
Nose right there,
Mm-hmm.
And every single body, and I spoke to so many people like on the phone all day. I just allowed myself to feel, cry. And
can we shout them out?
Yes. Shout them out personally. Yes. Shout out to Tracy Davis. Shout out to my cousin Tara. Shout out to my sisters, Lois. Shout out to Sage. Oh my gosh.
Shout out to
Ashley.
Jam.
Jam. She was there first. Oh my gosh. Jade.
Yeah,
Kimmy,
thank you.
like
Kim,
and so many
Kimmy.
more too, like just like through IG and stuff like that. So the love is real, and
Minnie.
I felt it, and yes, Minnie, and it's just like I felt like the love really pulled me out. Like I was where I was, allowing myself to feel all the ugly feels and be vulnerable to acknowledge that I'm going through it.
Right.
And like the support that I received was everything that I needed. You know what I'm saying? It was all the things. And what I found out was that
This
I was
is good
really,
right here.
I was really, the reason why I was moving through that chaos is because of the loss of my father, to be honest.
Wow.
You know, it's only been 6.5 months. And I realized that when he passed away, it was so sudden. You know what I'm saying? It was so sudden. And I did not allow myself to feel anything because we
Right.
had to go to Africa. We was up against so much, y'all. This was
The travel there.
oh my
Oh, my
God. The
goodness.
entire experience up until this point is the most challenging experience that I think I could have ever moved through in this lifetime. And I did not allow myself to feel because I was literally, so many people was calling my phone and I was consoling them.
Yeah, I was like, you were there,
as if
Rock.
It was there. Yeah, I was there, Rock. And I'm like, I just fell into that role, you know?
Right.
It's like a part of my identity is a practitioner. I hold space for people like this all the time, you know, on a daily. So it was natural for me to flow into that. But I realized that I actually didn't allow myself to grieve because of the space that I had to hold for me and my family. I needed to hold the space that I need to hold for them because of what we were up against energetically, spiritually,
that's
emotionally,
big energy. Yes.
physically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was so much turmoil. It was so much turmoil. And so I realized that as I'm up upon my own build out, right? My location, my baby, my company, you know, my team, I'm evolving and I'm doing the things that me and my father talked about. We anticipated him being here. He would have been here helping me demoing the walls. You know what I'm saying? He was a beautiful, beautiful interior designer. He did everything from his head. He didn't draw anything down.
This
He
man's
did everything
mental
from his mind.
was
yo.
he was a true engineer,
A true engineer and architect.
like an
to say the least.
architect without even having the schooling, and
Yeah.
would literally have the idea of his hotel in Sierra Leone. He built it by hand, basically by hand, and his mental of how everything was to play out is amazing. No
Yes.
drawings really, like no blueprints. It was just
Yeah.
this
Off
goes
the-
here,
off
this
the
goes
dome.
there.
Amazing.
Phenomenal, amazing, intelligent man.
Yeah. So for me to be in this period of my life that we talked about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got here pretty quickly. I anticipated him being here and us being in the moment of that process, like having the right to check for, you know, the contractor and like making these moves and these calls and these appointments to like do different things for the space. All of it is new to me and all of it is so expansive. It's like, holy crap. You know, I would usually call my dad.
Yeah,
And this
that's-
time we'd be
yeah,
on video
Mr.
chat,
Jolly,
like,
yeah.
through everything. And I couldn't do that this time, you know? And just with everything that I was already moving through just from the my own contraction, right? From my expansion, my chaos, right? My limiting beliefs, on top of the news about, you know, what's going on with the family back in Africa, okay? On top of, you know, my grieving for him, it was just a lot. It was overwhelming. And I
You
crashed.
had your that was your your pendulum was
did.
you were done.
It was too much. It was too much. And
But you wore it so well. Like,
well,
nobody would have ever known.
right. And nobody has never known.
You talking about me being
So
poker face, stone face, like you moving through all of that energy and all of
Yeah.
that emotion and being able to hold it all the way up until this point to where it's like you recognize it and you knew it. It's just amazing to witness because you could have easily fallen into, like you said, like the words of depression, anxiety.
It looked like that, right?
Yeah.
When you was watching me,
I was like,
you was concerned.
oh, I was very concerned. Yeah.
I was very concerned.
Because it was a real moment. Because I was just like, okay, this is definitely not a normal thing right here. But you held on to that. And
yeah.
it is.
That's what I
realized.
realized.
And it is a
It's
normal thing.
And
Yes.
this aspect of myself, she needs to be acknowledged because she exists. This part of my life exists.
Mm-hmm.
It's in my birth chart. I'm meant to experience these high highs and also these very low lows because I get paid for how I live, not for what I do. So I have to have a story to tell, and I cannot teach from no place that I've never been.
There you go.
So if I'm able to hold space to lift another queen out of darkness, I have to first be in the darkness, right? I'm only sharing how I got out of it.
It's facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I do in life. I live full time. that's what I'm choosing to do. That's the option that was revealed to me.
To live full time.
And I choose that. Why not? Fuck it. It's 2022. No. I'm going to choose to live full time. I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I don't want to do corporate. I don't want to do none of it, to be honest. I don't even entrepreneurship. I don't even want to do that, to be honest. I
don't even do anything. Right. Let's throw it all out the window.
What's that? You feel me? I honestly, to be honest, I just want to be me. Right. Like, I just want to be me. And I don't want to get supported in that. I want to get paid a lot of money to do that.
And that's it.
You know, and I don't want to be on social media all the time either. Like, I don't want to have to, you know what I'm saying? So I'd rather just
that was the biggest sigh of like,
I'd just rather be me, and I'd rather just do that. And so
for sure.
This also what I learned, y'all, is that again, like,
this tea is so good, y'all.
Oh my God, it is so good. Like, real talk. Like, sidebar, the tea is amazing. And it's cute too. I'm like, this is real fancy. This is so pretty. The aesthetics are so real. But but going back to this
y'all ever very dramatic something time. So good.
Right. Little shimmy here, there. But y'all, also what I learned in this experience is that I could do it a different way. Like, I created a new neurological pathway, right? So I've had these times before, and I moved in a certain direction because of the conditioning that I was taught, survival, right? And so this time the same experience happens, and I did something different. I allowed myself to receive the support. And how did I do that? Well, I answered the phone when people called. Yes. I answered the text. I was vulnerable. I let them know what was going on. I didn't hide it. I didn't lie. You know what I'm saying? I admitted it. And I took the whole day off too. I said, I'm not doing anything today. Right. Except receive support. I made the commitment, even in my tears, and it was hard. I am going to allow myself to feel the emotion, allow it to pass, and I am going to receive all the support today. I get to receive that. I'm worthy of receiving it. Right. I may be, inspirational to so many people, but I also need inspiration. I also need to be poured back into the way that I'm able to pour into others. Mm-hmm. And so how can they know that I need that though? If I don't let them know, if I don't let it be known. Exactly. I don't got to let them know, but at least let it be known so that those who see that I need help can be like, yo, I got you. Right. I'm here for you. Right? Because if they don't know.
And that's the biggest thing. That's help? Number one. If they don't know, don't expect or assume that it's going to happen. Know? Exactly. That they would. They know, y'all? Like they're mind readers or something.
They don't know. And we are so good at what we do. We can put on a poker face. Man. We can tell a white lie. I'm a horrible liar. So I'm not going to answer the phone, period. Okay? I'm just going to ignore you. Redirect. I'm going to ignore you. I'm going to send a quick text. I'm busy. Right. Okay? So I'm short, sweet. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the corner crying. I'm texting in the darkness underneath the cover.
I'm busy.
Snotty ass nose, no tissues because I don't feel like getting up. And I'm going to
blanket over the head. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to just
be... You curled up.
Yeah. Outside.
Looking like a tumbleweed in the corner.
You was like, babe, it's cold out here.
Right. You crazy.
I was like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm inside. I can't breathe. And really what my body was expressing, my nervous system was expressing, I need space. Yep. And I realized also when I'm going through this moment, I physically need space. I need to be alone. I need to be able to feel like
processing
I can breathe,
time.
Right? And that's something to be aware of if that's also you, right? Mm-hmm. If you're the type of person that just feels like, being inside or surrounded by other people is just like claustrophobic, or you can't breathe, or you can't it's like restriction. Right. You need to find an area or a space where you don't feel that, So for me, it was outside on my balcony. I have a huge balcony. I'm so honored to have it. And it's outside. It's I'm surrounded by plants and the city overview and wind and sun and everything, nature. Right. So I felt like I couldn't breathe inside the house. And that was just an energetic thing because I'm not taking deep breaths. Mm-hmm. Short breathing. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm taking shallow breaths. Mm-hmm. Right. Because now my energy is in that fight or flight. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking short breaths. And so I go outside because being outside is my stimuli to remind me to take deep breaths, because that's where I practice my AM ritual and routine, which includes taking deep breaths, okay, for like 5 to 10 minutes. I do that outside.
Because the moment you stifle it, that's the anxiety. That's the anxiety. Okay. That's the bubbling up of exactly. So you got to take deep breaths.
And so I'm so grateful to be in this work, y'all. And this is how it happens, because I wasn't telling myself to take a deep breath, okay? I'm in the moment. I'm in my thoughts. I'm not entertaining. You're not thinking about any, right? I'm not. but my body moved outside. I didn't necessarily want to be outside, but I moved myself outside. And I
Your
found
body was
myself
crazy.
taking
That's what
deep
I'm gonna tell you right
breaths.
now. Cold.
Right, but I'm just making the point that because of what I practice every day, even though it may seem small, you know, you may think about practicing deep breaths as, oh, that's mundane. I don't got time for that.
But
But in the moment where you need to take a deep breath, that practice is going to kick in. That subconscious, that programming is going to kick in because now your body is going to know that, oh, whenever I feel like this, I need to take deep breaths.
right.
You know, I want to activate the cortisol to de-stress.
That's the
to
yes.
calm down. And
yes.
I don't now have to think about taking a deep breath. I know and trust that my body is going to
You're
do
gonna
what
do
it
it
needs
anyway.
to get me to take a deep breath because of my practice. And y'all, this is why it's so important to have a daily practice or a routine. A connection with yourself and with infinite source creator.
Pecs.
Okay? Like real talk. You like the connection with yourself and infinite source is a must. It's a must. Don't you charge your phone every single day?
Don't you?
Don't you plug your phone in to get a recharge to use it every day? You don't think that you
plug it
yourself
into a
should be plugged in every day to
source.
something, some type of source so that you can
Yes.
recharge?
Yes.
Okay, you can, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Get re-energized. So it's the same thing. Your connection,
your
what
cup.
you do with yourself and source every single day is going to set the tone for your life. That's how you set yourself up for the layup. It's very mundane, simple, easy things to implement for yourself. This is y'all. This is a God body. This is a God body. Okay, this body feel good, look good, smell good, taste good all day long because of how I take care of it. If I really identify myself as a child of God, right, or as godly, you know, a creator, you know, these high, beautiful things that we all are, shouldn't I treat myself like it? Shouldn't you treat yourself like it? Shouldn't you actually treat yourself as if? Right.
Facts.
So, I mean, simple things like drinking water, y'all. Like, it's many of us that have a challenge. It's a resistance with drinking water, but water is necessary. It's required for you to flush out the toxins, right? To help you release and move this energy that you are constantly moving through. We are constantly moving through density, lower vibrations, heavier energies because of the collective and just the way of the world and just everything. Every single thing. So at the bare minimum, water is required for you to operate.
It's an electricity. It's an electric charge for the body, really.
Yeah, you need water.
Period.
Family, we need water. And speaking of water, we got Cocoa Me Crazy, okay? Shout out to Cocoa Me Crazy, which is our very own signature pineapple drink. Okay? This
D-R-A-N-K.
This is our alkaline infused water.
Yes,
this
it is.
has alkaline water infused with fresh pineapples, mandarins, limes, turmeric, ginger. All organic sweetener. It's so awesome,
a lot of love,
y'all.
y'all.
And a lot of love. And it tastes so good. Okay, not only that, but it has tons of properties for overall health. Okay, it helps reduce your inflammation.
We all inflame.
Okay, it hydrates you.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good for muscle recovery for
Yes,
those
it
of us
is.
that like to work out. You know what I'm saying? And it's tasty. The kids love it, and it's really a beautiful tool to implement in your life if you're on this journey of growth. Like you want to be better every day. Start to put the things that like will allow you to show up better, that give you energy. You know, that give you more life. Let's eat and drink things that represent more life.
Absolutely.
More fresh things, more organic. It's not expensive. Okay, that's a
Can make it
limiting
at
belief.
home,
All right. So shout out to Cocoa Me Crazy, you guys. We are taking pre-orders right now. Link is in the bio. I don't know whose bio is in. Oh, you know, social media.
Oh man, that was
like a
funny.
Freudian slip. Like that's how much, yo, I'm telling you.
That's that social media.
Yo,
like
yeah.
you was on Instagram real quick. The link is in the bio.
Yo, okay,
Yeah,
the
the
website.
website.
Yes, smbw2.com. Shout out to the
Facts.
producer because she holds it
Right.
down.
It was
you
like,
feel me?
what are we doing in
Shout out
here?
to Jam.
Where are we gonna get it at? It's on the site.
Oh
It's
my
on the
God.
site, y'all. Like, pay attention.
Oh my God. So yes, y'all, that's what your girl has been moving through. I moved through it beautifully, and like I said, it was just so beautiful to receive support. And the new neurological pathway that I created was a boundary.
Yeah.
So when I have the awareness that I am spiraling down, right, I'm gonna know that there's some type of evolution going on. I'm gonna know that there is expansion going on, right? So I'm gonna allow myself to feel all the feelings that's coming up, okay, because they want to be acknowledged. That's all it is. They want to be acknowledged. And so I'm going to do that. And then I am either going to verbally let Jade
Absolutely.
know, or she is going to intuitively know who to reach out to when I am having these moments of contraction. because it's a part of the expansion experience. And I want to invite you all to, identify, these experiences that you have as such. It's an expansion period. I want you to observe, okay?
Yeah, it is.
First of all, I'm going to take you out through the AAOC. This is our 4 pillars of alchemy that we use for everything, okay? This is going to help you move through that density so much more quicker if you implement it, all right? Super easy. So the first thing you want to do is become aware. This is the first awareness, right? Become aware.
Get your notebooks.
That you are feeling some type of way. Write this down.
Right. Get your
become
notebooks.
aware that you are feeling some type of way, and become aware of how you're feeling. Right?
And it's okay.
It's okay. And then I want you to acknowledge yourself in that experience. Acknowledge how you're feeling. Acknowledge it all, even if it doesn't make sense.
Acknowledge your hand, everything.
Acknowledge everything, your contribution in the experience. So for me, right, my contribution was I'm outside underneath the cover crying, snotty nose, saying I want to be left alone and I need help. I'm going to acknowledge that, okay? I'm going to acknowledge that I am down, right? And then I want you to observe, your surroundings. Observe all surrounding factors. Observe yourself. Observe, who you are surrounded by, the conversations, your thought processes, every single thing. Okay? And there's no right or wrong way how to do this, like, technique.
It's not either.
Amount of time. It's just how you do it. Okay.
Right.
And then the last thing is the choice. Make a choice to do something different, something that's more in alignment with how you actually want to feel or how you want to go through this process. For me, I know that this process is always going to exist, right? So how can I live with it? How can I flow better with it? Okay, well, I am going to take myself through the AAOC.
Right.
I'm going to become aware of what's going on and how I'm feeling. I'm going to acknowledge, everything, my hand in the experience. I'm going to observe all surrounding factors.
Yes.
Right. And then I'm going to make the choice to move in this way because this is a different way that feels better to me.
Right. And it's creating that new neurological pathway and getting that old habit out of the way.
Yeah. So and I was able to get out of the darkness literally. And this all just happened from Sunday up until yesterday. So I'm able to show up today with the story because I've already passed it and I've already alchemized it. You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm here. I'm able to express. I'm able to share what worked for me with other people because I'm past it. But I want you guys to understand that this is something that we all go through. You are not alone in this. Let's end struggling in silence.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. Reach out. If you don't have anybody in your circle of influence, you know what I'm saying? There's so many other communities out here. This social media is a wonderful tool.
Yes, it is.
To get connected with people, okay? I'm not even going to
like-minded people.
Like-minded people, right?
Yeah.
And so, be present in what's coming up for you as far as your community and support. And if it feels aligned, if it feels like, this is something that I can implement that's going to help me, I want you to invest in that. Invest in that thing, whether it's through time, reading or, monetary, whatever.
Fact.
Get involved some type of way. You got to take your healing into your own hands, you guys.
And that choice piece too is just ask your question, how do you really want to feel? Right? And then you can be like, I really want to feel this way. Well, then you'll start moving in that way or finding ways to get you to that place of homeostasis. Yeah. And as you were letting people know, I'm going to also let family know, like, you all, like, we're here. Okay. So don't be the family members that, you just because it's us or, it's like you can't reach out for help just because it's us. Like, we're family. So if you are needing, some assistance, reach out. Like literally, we can help or assist. Don't feel ashamed or embarrassed that you would have to go to us, or don't think that we are, better than that you can't come and have a conversation. Right. Okay. I'm tired of that too. I'm tired of it. Yeah. I'm tired of family members or anybody just, because it's there, I'm not gonna ask them or I'm not gonna do that. I'm tired of that. Just get over yourself. And if you need it, we're here.
Right. And what's interesting? Every single body that I shared space with on the phone and I was like literally just expressing what I was going through, they said, me too.
Wow.
Me too. Like it was like, oh wow, like I'm not the only one going through this, and that it just.
And then you open your eye, like you just like, wow,
yes, That's why I said everybody that held space for me yesterday, like every single conversation, every single text message, it was so appropriate. Like, and they fed me in all ways and in all aspects. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just so beautiful to receive, and it's like, I'm human. I feel so liberated at just acknowledging these darker aspects of self because they exist. You know what I'm saying? I battle also with the things that y'all battle with. And even though I see myself and I like to present myself as such, that's my choice and expression. I love being able to inspire others. I love being able to inspire myself and share what works for me. Like, I love that. It feels good to compliment somebody else because I compliment myself.
Right.
So there's certain things that I've broken past that I love sharing with the people.
Right.
You know? And I get to show up in that and still show up in this part too, the deep, dark, ugly aspects of it all.
Right.
All of it is beautiful. All of it is necessary. And all of it is required for growth. Like, there is no, it's polarity. You know what I'm saying? Light doesn't exist without dark, y'all know this. So
I want to say too, know your own love languages. Okay. Know your own love languages and know your partner's, your spouse's love language as well.
That's so good.
And one of those ways that Coney is able to lift herself out of those dark moments is words of affirmation. And that was what she had received as support. And she was able to see that because those words of affirmation were her catalyst to move into the other direction.
We didn't even have this perspective. That is so beautiful.
Yeah.
That is so real.
So yeah, when, and then the coolest thing is being able to chime into like really how you're feeling and then know like the people that you needed to hear from the most and hold that space where you were able to give you words of affirmation. Like it was text messages, not like 2 and 3 lines. These were paragraphs and you love to read.
I love reading and I love words. I love writing.
Y'all keep reading, man.
So
ain't nothing wrong with it.
So let's go into that really, really quickly. I thought that was such a beautiful like insight and observation that I was not aware of. So y'all, in these times, I think that's an awesome thing. Like, get to know yourself. Like, become intimate with yourself and know your love languages. And there's a book out there about it. Like, you can read it. I don't know is it called the five love languages?
It may be that. You know, I have to like look that up real quick.
It's very familiar. You guys know about like research.
We might find a word, but yeah,
do your research. You can the 5 love languages.
Yeah, something like that.
And do the test. There's tests online where you can do it. And you really will find, and the easiest way to find out your love languages is by observing how you love other people.
Yes.
Because we usually love on others how we want to be loved.
Yes.
Right? We give other people love in our languages, and that's why sometimes it's missed. Your partner may not receive the love that you're giving because it's not in their love language. So you may be like loving on them in your ways,
like giving gifts
feel good to you, right? Like gifts or quality time. You may love those things for you, and you may try to shower your partner with those things, and they're not receiving it. It's kind of like a resistance,
it's not even resistance. It's kind of like, okay, cool, I like it. That you really want,
and if you got it
exactly,
and that's just an indication that those are your love languages and that your partner's love languages are different.
Right.
And so it's usually how they love on you. If they are trying to express love to you in this ways that you not really, you receive it, but it's not really hitting. Those are their love languages. You know what I'm saying?
So stop and pay attention.
Yeah, just
it's
stop
very
and pay attention,
important.
Be present.
Yeah.
I feed everybody through words.
Yes.
Everybody knows that. If you talk to me, I'm gonna word you up.
Wordsmith. Yeah.
I'm a wordsmith. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, Jam say yes.
Jam, you know what precipice means?
Precipice?
Edge. Like, I'm on the precipice. You're a wordsmith too. You like to read.
Yeah,
so
precipice.
That's one of them.
So yeah, y'all.
The love languages.
Awesome. Love languages. Yeah, get to know yourself on a more intimate level. And speaking of intimacy, y'all, our mastermind for next month, February, is going to be all about that intimacy. We are going to explore the depths of what it is and explore all the realms of it too, because I feel like a lot of people attach the word intimacy to the word sex.
Yeah.
And they think that they want sex, but really no, what you want to feel is, you want to feel appreciated. You want to feel love. You want to feel valued. You want somebody to, you know what I'm saying? Like appreciate you. And you want to feel.
Absolutely.
And yes, all of those things together, unconditional love, that will provide a feeling of bliss and ecstasy in other ways. And so we're getting ready to share with people, how to tap into this aspect of yourself and how to enhance it with your partner. And so the pre-sale tickets for that are going to be $44, y'all. And we'll let you know when those go on sale, because right now we're focused on time.
Yes.
The mastermind going down on Saturday.
Yes.
Y'all, I'm excited. This is our first time doing this, but we are hosting our very first mastermind experience, and it's all about time. Time is of the essence.
It is.
And so we're going to be diving in deep on how to become one with time and uncovering some whys, some blockages. We're going to be releasing some trapped emotions and really just like catapulting ourselves into the next phase of our lives, because it's easy It's super easy. And so I'm excited.
Begins at 6.
It's from 6 to 9. There's a couple of tickets still left, you guys. Early bird tickets are $111. They'll go back to $222 on Friday. So if you are interested, like the links, all of it on the website, in the bio, smbw2.com. Follow us on Instagram, Sound Mind and Body Wellness. Okay.
Right. I'm just
Coney
excited.
LJH.
Yeah.
All the things are happening, y'all.
I'm excited just for being in a room full of people with different perspectives.
And that like to have intellectual,
and like to have, oh my God,
deep ass conversations.
Yes.
Like I don't want small talk. I don't got time for it. I want to know what traumas you're working through right now. I want to know what's your story right now. What's coming up for you right now.
Right.
Because right now, you guys, if you're wondering where to start, you're on your journey. You're like, where the hell do I start? Like, I know I want to be better, but where do I start? Start right where you are. Like, if you had a story to tell somebody, right there. And what would you tell them? What's your story?
Right now.
What's right in front of you? You know what I'm saying? Get that out and hear that and take yourself through the AAOC. All right. Awareness, acknowledgement, observation and choice. Okay. That's your power right there. Yeah.
And the choice to do better is always that option.
When you make the commitment, y'all, when you make the commitment, you can't undo it. It's like once you get on that roller coaster, you in that line, you sit down, it'll clink,
the strap was like this.
When it clink, get down, it ain't no turning back. It ain't no turning back. So I hope you know that if you made a commitment to be better, that's why it's a struggle. You made a commitment. You got to be better. Come on. You already know better. Do better. You got to implement the things y'all know.
Yo, like,
you know what I'm saying?
And you can't unknow what you know neither, so don't even try to get up out that way neither. You can't unlearn it, unknow it, unsee it, all those things.
And don't implement what you know to do, because you will get chin checked, okay?
Like chin checked for real.
For real.
Like I'm just so excited about just everything.
Me
you
too,
know?
y'all. I hope y'all excited too.
This is the thing. Like we call these moments that we have push through moments.
Yeah, push through.
And we call it the push through and she was talking about the contraction thing, and it's just almost like you have to go through this period, and then the release, like oh. Yes.
So let me give you the analogy of what you're talking about. Yes. Contraction is a part of the expansion.
There you go.
When you think about like childbirth, right? And you go and you have contractions. The reason why you have those contractions are so that the baby can be pushed down the canal, right? So that it can be birthed through, right?
Yes.
It's the same thing with expansion. That like the more you grow and you expand, the contraction period is required so that you can get stronger and expand even more. That's just a part of the process.
It's the best way.
It's nothing else attached to that. It's just a part of the process.
Facts.
And when you learn to accept that, right? You accept that this part of it is, it's required. You flow through it so much easier. You actually can see it coming. Mm-hmm. You see it coming and you allow it to come. And there's no resistance. You just allow yourself to feel. You're going to feel the pain. You're going to feel all the feels, but you're going to get through it so much faster. Mm-hmm. As opposed to going through it for those 3 to 4 to 5 days, right? And then trying to get out of it for the next 2 weeks, right? And then another week or two trying to recalibrate, start back over. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a process and a half.
It's a process and a half trying to get yourself out of it.
Right.
So when you are aware that this is a part of your process of growth, and that this is just required for you to just, you know what I'm saying, learn and observe so that you can create those new neurological pathways. You have to have the experience to do something different. You know what I'm saying? If you say, I'm going to do something different, you're going to be presented with opportunities to grow so that you can actually implement the difference, the change that you want to become, the change that you want to experience. You're always going to be given opportunities to implement the things that you say you are. Right. So if it's patience that you are becoming,
guess
you
what?
Will be given
Pay
opportunities
attention to be patient now.
Required. But in that opportunity, you're going to learn what it takes.
You got to pay attention.
You're going to learn the thought processes. You're going to know what to do subconsciously. You just have to allow yourself to do it and make the choice to do it. You're going to be tried. You're going to be tried and tested. Okay? But
Barbara Ann came out right there.
I'm telling you, but there is where you will have the opportunity to implement, the new things that are coming into your reality that's in support of who you are and what you want to experience.
Facts. Right. And don't forget, some of y'all have asked for your experiences. Okay,
we asked.
Some of y'all have.
We really do.
So when you are wanting to move and expand in larger spaces, like AKA, I want to make $100,000 a year. Don't think that challenges and things are not going to come for you to go through in order for you to get there. That's why it's like you need to pay attention to the things that are coming your way, because those are the things that are going to build you and move you towards that $100,000.
Yes, honey. Because I mean, that's so energy. Like money is just currency. It's energy, right? It's expansiveness. It's just energy. And so when you think about things that you want that have higher vibrations and higher frequencies, all it is receptivity. You just have to be able to receive it. You have to just align yourself with the vibrations of it. So if you look at somebody that's able to make $100,000 in a month, you know, what are they doing? What are their thought processes like? What are their stimuli? What are they eating? You know, what are they seeing? What are they doing? Right? That's the things that you want to tap into, because you know, that's the energy and the vibration of $100,000. Right? And so it's just being able to receive and align yourself to that frequency. That's a whole nother podcast, y'all, because we only got a few more minutes, so we can't even go there for real.
But it's facts, though.
It's facts. It's just it's the law of receptivity, and that's what I learned during my breakdown. I just had so much support.
Let me write that down real quick.
Yes, it's the law of receptivity. The law of attraction, you guys. We attract what we are, not what we have. You attract what you are, honey, not what you have.
Did she just do a word?
I did a word. Y'all heard church?
Hey.
Y'all got y'all pens? Y'all need a pen? Pass the pen down the aisle.
Pass it down.
This is what I learned yesterday, y'all.
The law of receptivity. All right, I like that.
Like, the law of attraction is you attract what you are, not what you have. Right? The law of receptivity is being able to receive. You know what I'm saying? Being able to receive. And when you think about being able to receive, a lot of us don't feel worthy enough. We don't really believe that we could receive certain things. And when we have those thoughts existing in our minds, it's a contradiction, because we want more, but yet we say we can't have more.
Bruh. Can I get a slap on one cheek? Can I get a slap on the other cheek? Yo, like
I can't. I can't. Y'all squeezing every minute out me.
Squeezing
I'm like,
every minute.
24, they ain't paused, no music cue or nothing. I said the producer, like, she laid back. She's like, okay, what else?
Okay,
nah, but y'all, I want y'all to join. If y'all feel me on this, I really want y'all to join me on Saturday, because this is the type of conversations that we're going to have. Okay, I'm going to share real life perspective shifts. I'm going to share real life concepts. I'm going to share real life techniques. Okay, and it's going to be so much fun. We're diving in deep, and this is a very intimate experience. So this is a mastermind is a contribution. Okay, like you purchased a ticket, but you coming to give. Let me be honest, okay? You coming to give because you want to receive.
There you go.
All right? And that's a part of that receiving energy. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to dive deep on Saturday, you guys. Time is of the essence. All right? I'm giving y'all all the feels on how to be able to do this. So I want you guys to, you know, register for your tickets. Okay, and I want to
shout, too. And I want to shout out the Urban Drinkery Wine Bar, you guys. It's located at 2184 9th Avenue, Suite B, St. Petersburg, y'all.
Girl, yes,
it's an amazing place.
Yes, it is.
It's a chill vibe.
So real. You know, I feel so proud and honored to be a part of this this experience, because it's led by, you know, my women of color queens, okay?
They are amazing.
And kings, you know, the kings in the building, you feel me?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? The vibes is real.
Yeah, so check them out, y'all. It's a vibe, for real.
For sure. And do we have anything else?
No, I'm gonna drink on this Cocoa Me Crazy.
Yes, y'all. Place your orders, okay? All the details, again, on the site. Place your orders.
Also, you guys, if there is anybody out there that is a graphic designer that can... hook us up with some labels or logos. We've already got like the design, so
reach out to us.
I'll be ready to work with y'all.
Yeah, and on that note, y'all, don't forget to subscribe to YouTube channel. Catch us live every Wednesday.
Boom.
All right. Download the app in the Apple Store, Google Play, Power Plug Radio. Visit the site powerplugradio.com. You feel me? And follow us on all social media handles: Bits of Tea, okay, Sound Mind and Body Wellness, and Power Plug Radio.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
I already know what it is, as always.
Yeah. Begin the day with love.
Fill the day with love.
End the day with love. Wholeness.
You're
listening to Power Plug Radio. Home of your throwback jams.
Scarred up and I'm fine with it. My body are the laundry list of all of life's unkindnesses, but I still sip tea and chant om and live free, cause hardships and heartbreaks turn to rap epiphanies. And mom told me stay woke, cause all gold ain't glistening. Choose your words wisely, cause the all-knowing's listening. But no worries, I'm Gucci. My thighs are little juicy, my dialogue little awkward. My idols still move me. My life is a movie like Raheem and Mookie. I'm just trying to do the right thing, hope that it improves me. My bamboos are custom to me. You'll be soon accustomed them to me. This tomorrow, I got royal hemoglobin coursing through me. And my strength is now inhuman. I get that straight from my own. Signed in silver, mouth the grill of yours and truly.
You better shine on them, baby, you a star. You better be exactly who you are forever. Cause they gon' try and change your heart. Don't let up, cause you're so damn fine just the way you better shine on them, baby, you a star. You better be exactly who you are forever. Cause they gon' try and change your heart. Don't let up, cause you're so damn fine just the way you are.
I ain't get here overnight. I was in that mirror like 4 or 5 times a week on my mile of beats, reciting affirmations like holy rites, and I still don't know everything. But I guess confessions from 8x11s and studio sessions seem like it's only right. And trust me, this my therapy, fuck your couch. Finna murk all these Murphy types, funny styling me, shut your mouth. Touch me, I'm slaughtering crews, squads, goons, teams. The queen is coming to rule your region, coming for all of your asses, plus your house. I ain't always have it in me, no tolerance for pretending. I was 14 years old, forcing pills down my throat, so my baby fat diminished. Still got these scars from cutting my wrist when I thought that life was finished. Now they remind me what my lows look like, now I know the sky's the limit. Okay, never claim to be perfect, that's an impossible dream. I'm just saying that I'm worth it, that's the responsible thing. Spend half my life trying to find my life from outside sources, why the only voice that mattered came from me.
You better shine on them, baby, you a star. You better be exactly who you are forever. Cause they gon' try and change your heart. Don't let up, cause you're so damn fine just the way you better shine on them, baby, you a star. You better be exactly who you are forever. Cause they gon' try and change your heart. Don't let up, cause you're so damn fine just the way you
When
are.
rock go in, she too aggressive, that's too masculine. And her content a little too obsessive, just relax a bit. She say she got that's narcissistic, just the facts of it. Nah, I don't really F with female rappers, that's just sacrilege. Glad I learned early not to internalize every ink up. Daddy told me with every opinion there comes a sphincter. And they would rather she them thoughts than popularize a thinker. Why them lying archetypes is chasing cat, I'm trying to sphinx her. Rap barrel, skin caramello, apparel mainly vintage. Marrow composer, warrior, so every verse became a vengeance. Went through too much hair to not be fine, but they still feigning ignorance. So now I came to click my just do with remaining interest. Baby, I'm a star without the flash frame of Fenty. Came out the doctored up the entire game upon my entry. Kept it 100, messed around and gained another century in this. Now I'm aiming to pop off till my mental chamber's empty. I'm unbothered, your standards is irrelevant. I might F around and rock a body, all this for the hell of it. They've been trying to martyr me for ages cause my melanin. So now I'm soaking UV rays with sugar slathered on my adamant.